How y'all doing? It's Matt Johns, a terrible fisherman. No, it's been a while since you heard from me, but tonight we're gonna do some unboxings. I have the MTB Pro Bass box for November. Um, Already looked inside of it, kind of had a fresher. Couldn't really wait. It's been a while I've had it. Been really busy with goings on in my life. So really great to be here, be able to sit down, make a video for you guys, do a review. Once again, as I always with these unboxings, I'm not sponsored by MTB. I just like their product, um, and like to try this because I think it's kind of fun. It gives me something, to talk about. So, this is the November box. So let's look what we got inside here. First thing we got is we got a BD series. What is this? BDT. It's like a popper, top water, 5-ounce top water. Hey, look at that. Open this up, take a look at it. Looks like it's got a rattle. Here it in there, some ball bearings. These are the katana hooks. Yeah, katana hook. I mean, they're sticky. One of them rub up. Whew, that's sticky. It's got a nice little feather tail. Got the little mouth. I think this worked pretty good. Really never fished top water before. And now that I did some about 2 months ago with a buddy of mine, I had really great success with it. A lot of fun. I see why everyone talks about how fun it is to fish topwater. I think I could probably get something on this nowadays. So that it was the BD series BDT 105.5-ounce topwater. Pretty good. Next one we have is some weird type of square bill, it looks like. It's called the Bagley Shallow Balsa Shad. It's an MTB exclusive. Here we've got a description of it. So it's super light. Unique lip design creates a shallow running bait. Allows you to fish skinny water over cover and laydowns. This bait weighs 1/4 ounce and will dive 3 to 5 deep, 3 to 5 feet deep. So that is interesting. So I think this is like a little bit of a square bill. You can run. It runs very shallow. You can bounce it off of things. Take it out and look at it. Got red hooks. That's what I always hear about, red hooks in the fall and winter. I was watching YouTube videos and I was like, oh, the red hooks, it looks like bleeding. I'm not sure how much I believe in that. I guess from what little I did in the fall, once you have that algae die off from the lack of light, I mean, the visuals, especially around here in Delaware, are going to become a much bigger thing, but can't tell if there's a little rattle to it. That's good. So that is the Bagley Shallow Balsa Shad. Alright, got a lot of hard bait in this month's one. Now we have the Berkeley Aggressive Wobble Side. Berkeley Digger 8.5. Slow rise. And let's see what this says. This is it says fish it along grass lines or bottom structure. Lip is designed to give an extreme wiggle roll. So I guess it's like a square bill, but it's gonna move more of a roll. I'm not sure. Decades pro experience, blah blah blah. Hard baits through extensive field testing prove. I have to create blah blah blah. Now the color's really good. I like the crawl color around here because a lot of the bass feed on crawl. Got some real good. This is gonna make a lot of noise in the water. You can tell just by like shaking it. That should get some attention. Let's see what else we got. We got the finesse football jig, tungsten. I've been thinking about moving all my stuff over to tungsten slowly and surely. It's expensive, but I really like the increase in sensitivity that it gives. The finesse football jig by, I guess, Heavy Metal is the brand. Heavy Metal Tungsten. Oh, it's distributed by Ketchco. 3/8 ounce PB&J color. I guess it's because when you look at it, you see it's got the brown and it's got the purple. Let's take a look at this. See if this. Yeah, I mean that's sharp. The skirt is really good. Like I don't think you'd have to trim this up at all because when you can see, now that is just perfect for the weed guard, and that skirt really doesn't come down past the hook very much. I don't really think you'd have to do much to this. I think this one's good for straight out of the package. Going to the next. But so no, sorry. I'd like to try this out. Jigs are really good in the winter. I'm hoping to be able to get out soon. So one of the next thing we're going to talk about on here is the Lucky John Donkey Rig Terminal. Now this is another MTV exclusive, and basically it comes with 2 swim bait hooks, 2 swivels, and that's it. And basically, when I say swivels, it's just the little barrel. It's not the clasp part of it. Basically, I watched the video on this, and what you do is you tie one of the swivels barrels onto your line. You tie a leader on, about a foot. Then right above it you want to tie on the other barrel, right above the other barrel, and then you would put about, I think it's a shorter, it's going to be a slightly shorter leader, and basically then you put a swim bait like a zoom, or they actually in here, we go to the next one, we'll talk about it, but basically a fluke type. I wouldn't go with a paddle tail, I think, but basically what this does is, especially in the fall and winter, they were saying that this mimics dying bait fish schooling together because of everything, the cold, everything schools. So it's basically a double rig. You'll have 2 hooks on it. Now the swivels are supposed to make it better so they don't tangle up. I'll believe it when I see it, because I've never seen multiple rigs being thrown, multiple lines being thrown on the end that don't get tangled in some way or another. I think it will decrease the chance of it. I don't think you'll get that, like, especially if you're using like fluorocarbon or mono, where the line kind of like wraps around itself, it kind of bunches and knots. I think because it'll twist. So I don't know. I'm interested to see the effectiveness of this. I feel like, I don't know. Everything I've read says that you want to try and switch up and give them something the fish something they haven't seen in winter. So definitely that'll give a different presentation than anybody else. This donkey rig. So I don't want to. My level of experience, I don't want to be like, oh, this is stupid, but I just don't see how that's going to be easy, especially for a beginner like me. This is just, it seems hard to maneuver. With that, they actually, I like when they give you terminal tackle like this. They give you the parts for it to use with it. So they do give you some color changing smart bait flukes, a couple of them, like 4. And this is, they're red, and this is color changing baits. That's it. Fluke smart baits. Anything new. Activated by water temperature. Smart bait, soft bait, undergo multiple color changes and imitate live bleeding prey fish that will trigger fish to strike. Excuse me. So, I'm guessing from the back, this is the Mighty Minnow, which is just a fluke style. And it's red and I don't know, it's kind of pumpkin-y down at the, I don't know, I'm not sure what color, it doesn't really say what color it changes to, so it's kind of hard to figure out. Does it have any smell to it? No smell. Yeah. I mean, I've never had any luck. It's one of the I've never caught anything on a soft plastic, any bass on a soft plastic, like worms, flukes, lizards. Never had any luck with them. But hopefully, I'll get out practicing, be able to get that done. Now here we have some net bait, the go-to bait, Baby Mad Paca, black and blue. And this looks like a lizard. Super soft plastics are loaded with salt scent pork fat to make the fish bite and hang on. Well, that sounds delicious. Everything a growing fish would need. And it smells like plastic. I don't know if I'd call that a creature bait. I thought this was a lizard. This looks more like a kind of a crawl type. Because I mean, look at that. I know I just tasted it, but I don't taste any salt in this. It is kind of greasy, but I don't see. So I mean, this would be, I don't know. I feel like that'd be, if you wanted to use this as a trailer on the finesse jig. I don't know. Let's see if we were to skirt that up. I might take some of this like first nodule. I'll like take this like top off and put it on. I feel like it's a little large, especially for winter. Be an interesting presentation. I like the color. The blue's nice. I think that'd be work really well. Interesting to see. So that is it for my MTB bass box. That is all that I had in it. So make sure if you like this presentation, if you like this unboxing, be sure to click down below, subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought. Let me know. I'm always open to, if you know how to fish this, I'm like, I don't know. I don't think this is work. If you got an opinion, tell me, because obviously I am not as experienced as some of you out there, and I always appreciate the help. So until next time, just take things one cast at a time. Thank you.